Hi, my name is MATHIAS Blanco Cáceres. I am from 9th grade and I am doing the last activity from the second period. In this activity, I have to talk about an interview and my family. And okay, I have to start first talking about my family. Follow me in this activity, please. Okay, and the first thing that I have had do it with my family is that my family and me have traveled for Colombia a lot of times, but since the pandemic arrives, we decide to stop that travels and stay in house. The second is that my family and me have lived in Bogota during 4 years, and in 2019 we choose to go to Medellin to make our life, but for that ages the pandemic arrives and we have to stay in Bogota. But the next year we were thinking in go to Medellin. The third is that since my cousin and me were born, my family is much closer than before, but the pandemic arrives and we have to separate a lot of time. The fourth is that my family and me have already been to big concerts with our favorite singers, but sometimes we would like to go to a concert like the Festival of Coachella or something like that. The fifth is that my family have seen all the Marvel saga. I still had not seen the first movie yet, and since the pandemic I have watched all of them. The sixth is that my family had seen all the matches of Millonarios in live, but since the pandemic they have to stop of seeing the matches for the pandemic and they have to stay in house. The seventh is that my family have an amazing works. For example, my dad works making publicities, posts and writing some articles, and in the pandemic his work was the best. Okay, the last is that my family's brains had an artist on our family because they like the instruments, the music and things like that, and that was the dream of they. For example, since I born, they have dreamed it and they are waiting for that yet. Hi, my name is MATHIAS Blanco Cáceres, and these are the new news. In this new news, we have a report of people who want to talk about their pandemic experiences after and before the pandemic. Each one of you knows how difficult was this situation for many people, and for this reason is that many people want to share with you their experiences. Okay, without words, we follow with the first interview. The name of the first interviewed person is Najib. Okay, let's go. Okay, what change have you had in your life since the end of pandemic?
Well, I think that before the pandemic I was a irresponsible person. I was having alternatives of approaches, but since the pandemic ended, I have been more proud and I have focused much in my work.
Okay, and what are you studying after pandemic?
Before the pandemic, I had taken piano lessons during 4 years. But in the times I didn't like it. And when we were in the middle of the pandemic, I started to see a lot of videos and I love to play piano.
Okay, and have you ever played piano in a group?
Actually, in a band, and we like to play different kinds of music. My group's name is Sam and I have played in this group 2 years ago. And today we sometimes go to places to play our songs.
Okay. Have you ever thought about playing another instrument?
Yes, I have thought. For example, I like to the guitar, and it's an interesting instrument, but I haven't done anything about it. Maybe in the future.
Okay, and this is the last and the most important ask of everyone. And then this is why you think that pandemic was a better way to humanity start progressing.
Jesus started to take good habits. Many people also started, and many of these people also improved in various aspects. The pandemic was like a purification for the planet and for humanity, and that is why I believe that the pandemic was not so bad after of everything.
Okay, since we are talking about this topic, I think that I will also share my case. Okay, as you know, my name is MATHIAS BLANCO Cáceres, and my case is quite similar to Najib's case because since the start of the pandemic, I began to love the instruments, especially the drums, and I too began to start loving the to be careful with my circuit or to start playing the sports or eating better food, things like that. And I think that the pandemic made a lot of good things to me, and that's the reason why the pandemic was a better way for me, and that's another reason because I'm grateful with the pandemic. I hope you like this video, and we are closing this with the new news. I am MATHIAS BLANCO Cáceres, your favorite reporter, and see you soon. Bye, and thanks for seeing this video. Bye. I hope you like, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Bye.